My son secretly dropped out of college, spent my retirement fund on partying, and now he thinks I'm the bad guy. I am a 52-year-old single mother and a registered nurse. For the past 4 years, I have worked double shifts, skipped vacations, and literally eaten rice and beans just to send my son, Tyler, to a prestigious university out of state. I wanted him to have the future I never had. Every month, like clockwork, I transferred $3,500 to his account. That was for tuition, his apartment rent, books, and living expenses. I even cashed out my 401k early and took a massive tax penalty just to ensure he never had to take out a student loan. Tyler always texted me pictures of himself studying in the library, talked about his professors, and complained about how hard his exams were. He called me his hero and promised he would take care of me when he graduated and got a high-paying corporate job. I believed every single word. I was so incredibly proud of him. Then 3 months ago, everything came crashing down. I decided to surprise him for his 22nd birthday. I didn't tell him I was coming. I booked a cheap flight, took an Uber straight to the apartment building I thought I was paying for, and knocked on the door. A girl answered. I asked for Tyler. She looked at me like I was crazy and said, "Nobody named Tyler lives here. I've lived in this studio for 2 years." My heart literally stopped. I thought maybe he moved apartments and forgot to tell me. I called Tyler, but his phone went straight to voicemail. Panicking, I drove directly to the university campus. I walked into the registrar's office, gave them his name and student ID, and asked if they could help me find him. The lady behind the desk looked at the computer screen, frowned, and then looked up at me with pity. She said, "Ma'am, Tyler dropped out of this university during his second semester of freshman year. He hasn't been a student here in 3 years." I couldn't breathe. I thought it was a mistake. "No, that's impossible," I said. "I've been paying his tuition directly into his account." She shook her head and confirmed that the university had sent multiple academic dismissal and withdrawal letters to his address. Tyler had changed his permanent address on the school portal to a P.O. box so the mail would never reach my house. I spent the next 3 hours in my rental car, crying until my eyes were swollen. I had spent over $150,000 of my hard-earned money. Where was it going? I called one of his old high school friends who went to the same city. After I broke down on the phone, the friend finally admitted the truth. Tyler wasn't a student. He was living in a luxury penthouse downtown with 3 roommates, driving a leased BMW, and trying to become an Instagram influencer and club promoter. He used my money to fund VIP tables at clubs, designer clothes, and trips to Miami. I got his real address from the friend and drove there at 10 p.m. I walked into the building, rode the elevator up, and knocked. When Tyler opened the door, he was wearing a $1,000 designer jacket and holding a drink. There was loud music playing inside. When he saw me, his face went completely pale. The cocky look vanished. I didn't yell. I was too exhausted. I just asked him, "Why?" You know what he did? He didn't even apologize. He got defensive. He shrugged and said, "College wasn't for me, Mom. It was too stressful. I found my real passion in music and networking. The money you sent was an investment in my brand." An investment in his brand. I started crying, telling him that I ruined my credit, destroyed my health working 60-hour weeks, and gave up my retirement for a lie. His roommates walked out and actually told me to chill out and stop being dramatic because Tyler was doing big things. I walked out. I flew back home the next morning. For 2 weeks, Tyler didn't text or call. Then last week, he sent me a long paragraph. No apology. He said he needed $10,000 because his BMW lease was up, and if he lost the car, it would ruin his image and business connections. He said, "As a mother, you're supposed to support my dreams unconditionally." That was the final straw. The sadness turned into pure, unadulterated rage. I went straight to a lawyer. Since he had intercepted my mail and fabricated fake grade reports to get me to send him money under false pretenses, my lawyer said we had a solid case for civil fraud. I gathered every bank transfer statement, every fake text message where he claimed he was paying tuition, and filed a massive lawsuit against my own son to recover whatever assets he has left. I also called his landlord, showed proof that the bank account paying the rent belonged to me, and had my name removed from the backup lease agreement. I froze the bank account he had access to. 2 days ago, he was served the court papers. My phone has been blowing up nonstop. He's calling me a monster, screaming that I'm ruining his life and that he's going to end up homeless. My sister and my aunt also called me, saying that family shouldn't sue family, and that I should just forgive him and let him learn his lesson. They think I'm being heartless, but my retirement is gone. My health is damaged. Am I wrong for suing my own son for fraud after he stole my life savings?